So guys, before we get into the video, if you want any cheap and reliable coins, make sure you go to fifacoin.com and use adapt at checkout for 5% off your order. They're extremely quick and extremely reliable, so let's get into the video. What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome back to another video on my channel. So guys, this is another one of them daily knockout tournament videos where I endeavour to unlock that untradeable team of the season card, and this week it was the Calcio R which was released, which means there obviously will be a Calcio R player which you can win, and that was team of the season Callejon. And I've had a lot of fun in these tournaments. I've unlocked every single player except for Sigurdsson because I simply just could not get to a console that week, and it was a bit of a bummer because I missed out on trying him. I missed out on a free blue player, to be fair guys. Right now Ramos, he does a little drag back and makes it 1-1 right here, and this was one of them games where you knock and you knock and you knock and you think maybe it's not your day. Maybe today's not your day, maybe you're going to lose this game, but you have to take it on the chin until Pulisic goes and does this. And this was just the start of what you're going to see Pulisic doing in this video. So obviously I made a squad builder on this team, but I didn't really upload gameplay of it. So we've kind of got two videos in one. We've got gameplay and we're also unlocking that team of the season Callejon card right here. So that's very nice for me. Kluivert's obviously through on goal right here, and he tries to chip the keeper but fails right there. And basically guys, I played these games over 2 days. So I played late at night 2 games, and I played early in the morning the next day the other 2 games. So that was where these 4 games came from, and that's why you may see in the semi-finals I start off a bit slow, but you guys will see what happens right there. And it's 5-1 right here, and by the time it's 4-1 I would have expected my opponent to leave the game. Maybe not 4-1, 5-1. Maybe if it's a 4-goal deficit, like just leave the game. Like your opponent's wasting their time and they're wasting your time. They think they're being funny, they think they're being clever by just making you wait. Some people just put their controller down and just like go somewhere else and just let the game play and make you wait there, and it just gets boring guys. I just don't like playing against that. People use it to boost stats, which is a bad thing as it might not be an actual reflection of how good a player actually is. I've seen some pretty impressive stats over like the past couple of months of how people are doing with certain players. It's absolutely blown my mind, and sometimes you know people are getting them stats because people just put their controller down because they're getting beaten so bad and they just want to be a sore loser. So guys, a lesson: do not be a sore loser. If you're not going to play, you might as well leave the game, and just don't waste time guys. It's just not fair. You wouldn't like it to happen to you, so what's the point of doing it to someone else? Right here we've got Overmars, another MVP in this squad. I'm really enjoying using this squad right now. He makes it 2-0 right here, and this was a very high scoring game guys. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it was probably one of my highest scoring games that I've played on FIFA. And it's one of them things, people usually back out by the time it gets to a certain score in this game, but this guy had other plans. He was sliding around like an absolute maniac, and it was like one of them guys who was just like, he was just so angry that he was losing, that he was just sliding around everywhere. And it was one of them players, you can have 20 shots, he can have 0 shots, he can have 30% possession, you can have 70% possession, but he'll message you saying, you got lucky, I deserve to win that game. And that's when you know when someone's just being absolutely like ridiculous guys, because you know he doesn't deserve to win that, and he's just a sore loser. He's in denial because he believes that he's better than everyone. He thinks he's better than #TAS, and he just thinks he's the best player in the world. One of them people who can't accept that one person's better than him guys. And that's what sometimes you need to be able to do. If someone beats you, you say fair play, you take it on the chin. Maybe he was the better player, maybe he wasn't, but sometimes you've just got to accept that, keep grinding and keep getting better at the game. So right now, I'll score a goal with Kluivert. I'm shushing, I'm trying to do a little bit of a dab right there, trying to do whatever it takes to get him out of the game, to piss him off, and it's 7-0 right here, and this is kind of getting boring to commentate over, because just goal after goal after goal after goal. This was just kind of just boosting my stats right here. 75th minute, Kluivert yet again makes it 8-0. I'm making Botland look shit, guys. People say he's OP, but this guy is just, he's ruining Botland's reputation. Don't do that, mate. Just back out 4-0, 5-0. There's nothing to be lost. What's so bad in backing out, guys? I've backed out a couple of times sometimes when I'm losing, and that's just how it is. There is no shame in just rage quitting. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it and just say, you know what, he was better than me, I'm just gonna quit, give him the win, and that's that. It's 10-0 right here, we get to double figures, and that is how this game actually ends, at 10-0 right here. And then eventually we get into the third round. Kluivert and Pulisic, they get a 10.0 rating. I think Kluivert ran away with that man of the match. He scored 4 goals, Pulisic getting 3. This guy had a Norwich kit in the third game, and he had a pretty decent team. He had left forward Martial. Everyone knows that Martial's OP. Wants to watch Jesus. Nice. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, I believe. I'm not sure if he's got 5-star weak foot. I think he has. But he makes it 1-0, and this was the start of the games I played on the next day. So obviously I started off a bit rusty. Not that I'm trying to make it of an excuse. It's my fault for conceding. Maybe I should have played a couple of practice games and got used to like playing online before I actually went into these games. But it's 1-1 right here, and Carvajal with a bit of LTRT. He was a pretty decent player as well. Carvajal makes it 2-1, and that is how this game ends. Overmars gets a shot here and hits the ball. Nothing much really happened in this game. It was one of them games which was contested in the midfield, and this game stayed 2-1, and we advanced into the final with a 5-1 lead, a 10-0 lead, and now a 2-1 lead. So you guys will probably be able to work that out on aggregate. I'm not going to try and work it out off the top of my head right here, but we do win 2-1 right here. We claim our coins and get into the final. So in our final game, you guys will see what I come up against, the kind of team, and you guys will see the scum, the attribute cards. Like, why? Just why? Like when people go to using attribute cards, you know that that's last resort, because if you're using attribute cards, just don't do that. Don't be the attribute card kind of guy. That's why EA kind of took them out in Foot Champions. Like, I think you're only allowed to use 1 attribute card max, because people just abusing it and managing to pump out, you know, 30 plus wins. Imagine the pros with attribute cards. That's just OP, guys. So we make it 1-0 here. Lalana has a shot. De Gea couldn't handle it. He makes it 1-0. Maybe I could have closed that down better, but he makes it 1-0. And he gets a shot, he gets a chance right here, over the top through ball to Heung-min Son. I'm starting to concede a lot more over the top through balls ever since the update. I've seen other people having that same problem as well, but EA have seemed to buff the over the top through balls, and it's 2-1 right here. We instant reply with Kluivert, we make it 2-2, and we actually go and concede yet again. It's just me conceding. I cannot keep a clean sheet, guys. I'm just the worst at keeping clean sheets. Hazard makes it 3-2. My keeper maybe could have done better. Maybe could have moved. Kluivert with a scoop turn. Then he makes it 3-0. What an absolute tank right there. Probably one of my favourite legends that I've tried so far. There's a load of legends I haven't tried out. I haven't tried out Del Piero, which I'd like to use. I haven't tried out. Well, some players I've used in the draft, guys. I don't think I've tried out Pele. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But Pulisic, yet again, gets us that important goal and makes it 4-3. And you guys will see if the game ends 4-3. Pulisic has a ball, the ball right there, and he has a shot, but Butland saves it, and we actually go and win the Callejon card, and in addition to that, we qualify for the weekend league. So this has been a slightly longer video than I usually do, 2 long videos in a row, but that's what I'm doing for you guys. I just want to give you guys the best content I can and talk to you guys as much as I can. So right here, we store that Callejon in the club, and we go to our squad, and we kind of just, you know, take a look at him, admire his card, and put him on our subs bench, because right now you can't really fit into our squad because we've kind of got a Bundesliga thing going on there, not a Calcio R thing. But maybe in a couple of days time I'll switch the squad around, but this team is working amazing for me so far. And as they say, if something's not broken, why fix it? And that's what I'm doing right now. Until this team gives me a reason to sell it, I won't do otherwise. So I'm taking you guys through the updated stats right here. Marcelo, them 4-star skill moves, like you're not going to get that from many left backs in the game. So I'm just showing you guys the stats on some of the players. They're not too bad. Pulisic, absolutely insane stats. We've got Overmars and we've got Kluivert there. So guys, this video has come to an end. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave it a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Tell me why in the comment section down below. Leave a comment down below telling me if you enjoyed this video, what you would like to see in the future. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.